Hi, here's my review of the Garmin Forerunner 10. So we'll just start from the main screen. You've got the clock and the date and the battery meter there, which has got 1, 2, 3, 4 increments, so you know if it's getting low to after about 25%, you're probably best to charge it. That'll give you about an hour of running left. So we'll just start with the fit, which is probably the most important thing for the watch. As you can see, it's not the thickest watch in the world. It's actually surprisingly thin when I got it. And it's not that much bulkier than a normal watch. I mean, obviously it's a bit more bulky. So I'll just put it on. What I find quite good about this watch is it's so snug fit. Because I've normally got skinny wrists, so I'm usually right on the end, so it's not the nicest fit. But here it's like 4 or 5 from the end, and you'll notice here in the strap loop there's a nice little plunger that just sticks in, so that's not going anywhere. I love that fact, it's just so secure on your wrist. Has a bit of wobble, but that's only a bit of play to keep it comfy, and you really don't feel it when you're running at all. It doesn't bounce around like some watches. Then on the back you've got the 4 charging connectors, which connect easily to the plug, just like I say, easily. It usually snaps in like that. So that's for charging and syncing. It does come well packaged, there's no chance of it getting broken. It sits nicely on this little foam pad to keep it nice and secure. So the main thing you bought this watch for is to go running, presumably, so we'll get straight onto that. So it's really as simple. You just press the run button, it gets the location. So whilst waiting for it to get the location, I'll talk about the other things. Here's the backlight. I'll try and blacken it out around the lens. There it is, and that lasts for about 5 seconds. You can see it's really bright. It's great to read while it's dark. It stays on just amount of time because you have a quick glance and then you're back running like this, so you can't even see the screens. It's a bit pointless. Line up the side, and there it is. It's found us, and we're inside as well. So we'll just go ahead and click start. And I've also got the auto pause feature on. That should kick in a minute, or it hasn't. But you know, we'll go back. We'll find out why that hasn't worked in a minute. But here it is. Here it is. Yeah, it's finally told me I'm not going anywhere. It does usually work a lot faster than this. I did a take before, and it went instantly. It wasn't running anywhere. So it resumed because I'm moving, but I'm tricking it by all this stuff. Okay, so I better win this before it gets annoying. So here's this thing. You've got the pace, the time, distance, then you've got your calories and your pace, then you've got the time. So if you want to be back for a certain time, you don't want it. You just want it to tell you when you've done your lap, which is automatically set for a kilometre. So every kilometre it'll tell you how fast your kilometre was, and so on. Whilst the watch face stays on the top, and there the little top bit is showing that you've got satellites. So just end the run, and at the end it just quickly scrolls through. At the top, your time, your calories, your pace, stuff like that. And obviously I've not run anywhere, so I discard it, and you'll see it really is easy to use this menu system. It's really simple. When I bought the watch I was a bit worried because you see like the higher up Forerunners with more menu buttons and stuff, like the touchscreen one, but the 610, but this does the job perfectly. I mean, I wouldn't need any more buttons now. So you got your run button, then you got your menu button, which brings up like run options. So you can run, walk, virtual paces, so you can pick a pace that you want to run at. Then you've got laps, which is automatically set for a kilometre at the moment. So every lap, there it is. You can turn that off if you want. Then you've got auto pause, which obviously I've got on. So it's basically for running in streets and stuff. If you're forever crossing the road, you don't want your time getting blown out of proportion for no reason. But obviously if you run in the country, you could turn that off if it's annoying you. Then you've got your data fields. This is where you can choose what you want on your pages. I'm not going to mess with this, but here are the choices. So you've got time distance, time pace, time calories, pace distance, pace calories, distance calories, and that's it. There's not much customization for this, but you can change like obviously the pace that you want showing and stuff, or your speed, which is quite handy if you're doing reps or something. But there's not really much that can go wrong with this. It's easy to use, simple, quick. So it also stores your history. It stores your last 7 runs on here. So don't forget to back up. So like back up every week or something if you run every morning. Just get into the habit. And then a bit like Nike Plus, this feature really is like your records. And you can just scroll through these if you want. These aren't particularly the fastest, so I'll leave those. And yeah, that's about it really. You can set alarms if you want. Ketones, you can turn them on if you want. I find it quite helpful to know that it's doing its job. Weight, customise your weight with having to go into Garmin Connect, then set up. But I find that most of this was done actually when I plugged into Garmin Connect the first time, although the time is worth noting. I had to adjust the time because even though it's satellite, it didn't know it didn't know the time, which was a bit annoying. But as for accuracy, it's really accurate. Sometimes it even picks up which side of the street I'm running on if you zoom in that close on the map. And yeah, this watch is also the first, I think it's one of the first that say water resistant to up to 50 meters, which is great. So you can, I wouldn't recommend wearing it in the shower every time, but you can do it a few times, keep it clean. I wouldn't really swim in it, to be fair, although I've heard a few people have. But overall, the build quality, little plastic lens. This is really glary actually, that's the only downside. In bright sun it does glare a bit, but that's quite easily solved by just looking at it at the right angle. The LCD's viewing angle is, as you can see, quite good, especially in that, obviously, yeah, there it is, so you can read it really, that's so you're looking at it for your watch while you're running, so you don't have to hold your hand in a set position to read it. And yeah, the battery life is good, it lasts more than a week on idle without even dropping it below full charge, which is really good. And yeah, the strap feels nice and secure. I don't think it'll be snapping soon. Touch wood. What's good about Garmin Connect is it stores it all in a nice, easy to use manner. You can do quick edit and full edits. So it shows, like, along with your workout, it shows the weather. And also what I find quite good is the training plans, like your 5k, and then you can choose if you're pro or not. And now it's got a list of the plans that are really quite comprehensive. It's also worth noting that Garmin Connect is currently free to use. And it's simply easy to just plug in your Garmin in, log it in with your username and password, and then you just connect your watch, and then you click upload, and it does the rest. The drivers are really easy to install, and yeah, it's a great piece of software. It even stores the weather that was on your run, so you can like show that you're running in the snow or like the rain or whatever. And yeah, it's a great little watch for about 80 to 90 quid. Perfect first watch for running. It comes with everything you need, so you get your little charging cradle, just plug it into Garmin Connect and job done. And speaking of charging it, it's so easy to charge. I've actually charged it just then, plugged into my Xbox, funnily enough, whilst I was playing a game, so it's ready to go. You don't need your computer all the time. Believe it even works with the plug sockets. I'll do a quick film about that, but obviously I would charge it through my laptop mainly to make sure the battery stays in top condition. Apart from that, yeah, if you've got a Garmin Forerunner 10, drop me a comment, tell me what you like about it. And it is worth noting that this is the larger screen base. So the orange and the black are large men's sizes. Well, the same men's sizes, but anyone can wear them. And then there's green, and the other colours have a slightly smaller screen and a slightly smaller watch face. It's just cater more for the women, I believe. But I'd just buy this one anyway. Bigger screen for the same amount of money. Why not? Bigger the better. And so yeah, it's easier to read. And you can see it is quite pixelated at some points, but you don't need a fancy screen on your watch really. It's a bit like this watch here. The screen does your job. I don't want to pay extra for a screen that has all bells and whistles and drains the battery like an absolute nightmare. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I do quite a lot of running videos. And leave a comment if you've got any questions. And as promised, here it is, charging with my Xbox. My Xbox isn't even on, so it's a handy tip if you got an Xbox, you don't want it draining all your idle power away for nothing. Just plug in your little Garmin to charge. As you can see, it's charging very well, although the only annoying thing with this is the charging icon doesn't, it always starts on the bottom, so you never know without taking it off if it's going to be fully charged soon. But that's only a minor hiccup. So yeah, thanks for watching.